Greetings, everyone. It is me, GigaLem, and welcome to another post-commentary State of the Channel update. And if you're wondering why I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's literally because I needed something to tell YouTube that no, I am not a child. And that should tell you about the dumb thing that they're implementing so freaking soon. Like, people are very up in arms about it, and so am I. Because, it's been one hell of a year. Yeah, I try to keep my freaking videos PG-13 as much as I can. Whenever there's like a very, what you call, like, use of very strong language, I will put a warning on it in these videos. I put warnings on my videos if need be. But this is a case where it's just like, I'm gonna try to keep it within moderation. But if I swear, I want to make sure that I don't just do it so callously. I apologize if this playthrough or this video you see right here is a bit of sloppy gameplay for me. This was my first time playing through the game. I want to get into Resident Evil proper. I want to get the other games and such. Like, I want to actually play through the series, get into it proper, because I've sampled Resident Evil 4 before on PC, but I didn't get far into it because I struggled to clear the first area. Like, I want to get into this. Don't get me wrong, I want to play RE4 in the others. Oh. But that's besides the point. What we're here for is, well, talking about what's going to be going on, and we'll get to what topics and such. Now, one thing that I should talk about before I get into the first topic was a grievance I have. Now, another channel of that I'm part of with friends, well, since late last year, I want to say it was late last year, it was either late last year or early this year, that channel was reinstated. That channel we thought was lost, well, now it's back up and running. And it was likely due to a factor of YouTube auto captions hearing something different. The reason why I was saying words like digger or bigger in a certain way was because I was so worried about the YouTube auto caption hearing something else. Heck, like, I struggle with trying to say a certain word. It's spelled VIGOR, vigor, like some sort of like vial or something like that. Because I'm always so worried about the YouTube's auto caption, and I'm trying to make sure that there's a V in there, but it's just, I got so paranoid about how I said certain words because I was so worried about the YouTube auto caption just falsely flagging my channel. And I didn't like that. Like, it was unfairly taken down, and quite literally, I can't be more thankful than I already am towards one of my friends for getting it back up. Like, we didn't expect it to be reinstated when it was like a whole year or so after it was shut down. It's still in the process of trying to be rebranded, as you can tell with some of the videos that have gone up on it. It's ending with the Scarf Friends card instead of the Melting Pot card, and well, it just needs a logo and a banner. I will say that personally, I would prefer if there was like a video or a post that says, "Hey, we are rebranding the channel and such." And I have explained it with some friends. I know it's not a large channel or anything. I feel more comfortable saying the word larger instead of big for a reason. It's just, YouTube's auto caption ruined that word for me for all the wrong reasons and such. Enough grieving about a channel. I was like afraid to grieve about it in case my channel would have been gone next, but I'm already going in circles. I have recorded another project for it. It is like I need to get back to editing that But I'm likely going to be resuming editing that and other stuff for like September because of one thing that I'm going to be doing at the end of this month, and I got a lot of shit to do. I got a lot of things to do before I leave on that trip. And on top of that, I actually got a bucket hat. Bucket hats are really cool. But enough about clothing. We're going to be talking about other topics such as me being like really productive. I've actually been getting other Let's Plays and projects in the works, and to tell you the truth, there's actually been 3 stuff that I've been doing, and 2 of them are still in progress, as one of them just needs to be edited. And if you know it, it's basically the Dooley's hack list. I've been promising Dooley's hack list for quite some time, and I've actually gotten started on another project known as as brush hack lists. And I will still do a vote on the next palette, but I felt like I wanted to basically get my brush hack list clear on screen, because when I did a practice run, I actually cleared it without recording it, and I was so miffed. More on that later. I've been recording the Ratchet & Clank Let's Play. I'm actually like around, I want to say 7 parts in. and I have done the bolt glitch. If you're wondering why I'm handling certain things certain ways, it's because it's a 20-year-old game with some very first game issues. I know people have problems trying to play the first game because of the lack of strafing. I have a problem trying to play the first game because of the lack of bolts in that game. I've played other Ratchet & Clank titles all over the place, and by that I mean my first ever Ratchet & Clank title that I've played myself all the way through instead of just seeing my brothers play was Rift Apart. It was actually the second PlayStation 5 game I ever picked up for my birthday. Only because Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart was not available at the store I got my PlayStation 3 from. And I've owned that thing for now 2 years, and now look at me. I'm so obsessed with getting trophies. I have recently platinum Team Sonic Racing, and that's my 5th Sonic game to have ever cleared. But I'm just rambling, getting off topic. I'm just saying that basically Ratchet & Clank is in production, might not get finished until September at the earliest. And again, I say at the earliest. I can't guarantee it. I just need certain art aspects to be done. And of course, there is Dooley's hacklist, which all I need to do is just edit on that front. And then there's brush hacklist, which all I need to do is get a successful run on that front. And I'm hoping to do another challenge or attempt at it soon, because it's been a few days since the last attempt. And quite literally, I do hope to get back to it, because I do find doing the hacklist runs pretty fun, because it's always so interesting to see how far you can do or go. So, yeah. Things have been in production. I've rambled about my thoughts and such. Let's talk about another thing that you might be happy to hear about if, for those that actually were looking forward to the project. Ever since it's been my one video that's been the one thing in place of a proper channel, channel intro video and such, and all that jazz. The Millas project might actually be back in activity. I've been taking a bit of a break from another Lemmings project. It's on the forums. It's called, and I apologize if I get this pronunciation wrong, it's in Spanish, Que sorpresa más Lemmings. And that roughly translates to What a Surprise, More Lemmings. All the level titles are in Spanish, but I will be asking for those who can speak the language fluently if they want to help with correcting the level names and such, so they're a bit more accurate. Just be aware that accent marks won't be added simply because of a GigaLem's limitation. Because when you try to load an accent mark, well, it's going to just basically fall back to an exclamation mark, and GigaLem's just doesn't it doesn't have support for other languages with accent marks simply because of it would need to have to account for every different character and the like. So be aware that if an accent mark is missing, it's not because it was an intentional misspelling. It's because I couldn't add it unless I were to basically change a letter in the font to basically use as a shortcut so it looks correct so it looks correct even though that's a different character. But yeah, I've actually scaled back a whole lot. I might make another demo with a series of scrapped levels that with a bunch of scrapped levels that I was trying to put in there involving the various different colored cubes, and figured that I would release it as more of a little mini pack, just so that way it's out there and such, something to enjoy, but not something like part of the main pack and such. But yeah, I am going to try to get back to it at some point, but hopefully it will be a case of how I scaled back Millas is enough to basically make it finished, like, I don't want to say this year, but I'm going to try to get it tested. I am trying to remake a bunch of my OG levels and just swap some levels around because I've lowered the level count to 25. And I probably won't go higher than that. Maybe 26 per level, per rank, but that's more or less a case of I wanted to basically scale back to a point where it's something that's more manageable. And I have like a whole lot of levels that I've basically cut from the game that I will say that the time capsule may not be released until, like, I'll probably put it in the in development board, saying that it's in there for the fact that not every level has been tested for solvability, but it has for solvability, and will only be put into the other board if each level can be solved and the like. Simply because it's just that's a whole lot of managing I'd have to do. So I'm just basically focusing on getting this one thing that's been on the back burner since 2023 done, because one level that I did not finish until now, like that, the last time I worked on that was before my North Carolina trip 2 years ago. I can't believe that was 2 years ago. Man, I want to go there again. Like, North Carolina is such a beautiful place. Like the greenery and such. One of my friends, I went there for a friend's graduation, and honestly, it was a good time. I really loved being there. It was an expensive trip, don't get me wrong, but you get the point. So yeah. So if there's a case I end up finally making a launch trailer for the project, and no joke, I thought I hit Ashley there. I thought friendly fire was a thing, but no, I just hit one of the I want to say they're called Ganados in this game. I want to actually beat this before I consider a different project, just to get some more not only variety on this channel, but to basically cover the M-rated side of the video games and such, since most of the games I've played on this channel are either rated E, E10 plus, or teen. like, heck, the one game I'm playing, it was rated teen when it was first released on PlayStation 2. But now it's considered E10 plus if you've gotten the PlayStation 3 collection. And to that I say nuts. Have you ever played Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal? The writing is full ham with a lot of innuendos. It's one of those cases where I'll probably just, like, it's something I'll consider after I've beaten this game, because we'll get to the topic. Like, after this next one. And what that topic is that I'm going to California again. I'm going to be going there for 10 whole days. I'm visiting at the tail end of August because I'm going to be visiting my closest friend and another friend, and we're going to be celebrating his birthday. This is the second time I'm celebrating his birthday visiting him, and and we're going to have a good time. We're going to go places. We might go to San Francisco. We might go to the Nintendo store that opened there. Too bad those prices are being raised. Ow. It's probably something that not even they wanted to do. What a world. Anyway. But besides all that, I'll be I should hopefully be back in the video editing spiel once I'm back, but I will try to at least edit some videos before that trip happens if I'm not feeling like I'm making levels and such, because I got quite a few videos done, and I do want to at least try to get some sort of head start. I do have to look for some fonts for the Ratchet and Clank like annotations, stuff that's basically graphics that say, hey, you get a bronze trophy for this, you get a silver trophy, you get a gold trophy, and I'm at the point where I did cover the one gold trophy skill point, because I may be playing the PlayStation 2 version of the game, but I will be talking about the PlayStation 3 stuff if and all that is just the trophy the trophy list, and I will talk about like trophies and such. I am trying to platinum the entire Ratchet and Clank series, and I'm surprised I didn't get the Rift Apart platinum yet, because I'm really only missing one Crag-a-Bear. But yeah. So, future votes. On top of the side order hacklist vote, I'm going to also be holding a vote for Let's Play number 20. I might be, if I don't decide to do Katamari Damacy outright for Let's Play 20, simply because I'm delaying the Crash Team Racing Let's Play because of how burnt I was from Warp's bonus episodes. It's a toss-up between Katamari Damacy, Mega Man X, a blind run of Somnibuster, and assuming I do beat the remake and try to practice the first area, I'm trying to think of a good name for it, a semi-blind run of Resident Evil 4 for Wii. And more so because I know this game, but I don't know it enough to the point where I can confidently Let's Play it. And if anything, I'd rather start from the first game proper, at least the director's cut. Because again, I want to get into the series proper and all that. I've seen my friends play it, I've seen certain YouTubers play it, I've seen my brothers play the fourth game a lot. But I want to properly get into the series, and I'm hoping that I could do so. But if I don't add it to the poll, it's something for me to consider, or something for me to worry about if I do end up playing the series in the first place and such. But I'm not exactly promising to add that to the Let's Playing poll and such. At least not yet. It's just I struggled to get past the first area, and it's one of those cases where my pause came from I needed more time with it. But maybe I'll just actually try to clear this game this year and worry about trophies at a later point. Yeah. The reason why I decided on Katamari Damacy, Mega Man X, or a blind run of Somnabuster is simply because I felt those would be games that would be easy for me to cover. And personally, I couldn't find any mature games that were short enough for me to reliably cover in such short notice because of this dumb thing that YouTube is doing. I really hate this thing that's been going on right now. I don't want to talk about it on this channel simply because of it's not exactly what my channel is about. Like, no joke, I vented about it in one of the attempts of Brush Atlas. It's ridiculous how bad it's getting. Like, I'm just saying, just leave the internet alone. Like, just like the Internet Archive, just leave the internet's privacy alone. Hey. Yeah, I'm a bit cross on what's been going on, and it's just like things haven't been what you call good since this year started. Like, I've already vented about why I stopped saying Happy New Year after every year. I've already vented about why, why I wish I could go into the topic, but I really don't want to make my YouTube channel about that topic simply because it's not exactly a fun topic to talk about, and it's just very depressing. Like, it's just 100% depressing. And again, I apologize for the sloppy gameplay. I'm not a Resident Evil, person and such. Just someday I'll be finding myself playing the other games, but for now, I'm just trying to get my feet wet and trying to get accustomed to this game. And usually, I don't really have much time to actually get to this game and properly play it. So, yeah. Anyway, I practically am trying to fill out the time because there's only less than 4 minutes from this. But let's just say I've been busy with trophies. I've been busy just trophy hunting again. I've actually started Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and Sonic Adventure on PS3. But I need to get back to those games, especially Sonic Adventure, because I'm already covering Amy's story and such. The only thing I have to worry about after that, if I'm going to go for all trophies, is knowledge of where the missions are, raising Chow, and finding the remaining hub world emblems. And Sonic 4 is going to have a serious roadblock that isn't having to destroy 1,000 badniks, because you can't really track them. You're constantly going to be playing levels over and over again. until that trophy pops. And then there's clear egg station zone without taking a single hit. And it's going to be the third and fourth bosses that I'm going to have to... Actually, no, the fourth and last boss that I'm going to have to worry about. Because I have to worry about Mad Gear's... Mad Gear's balloon, placement. And the Death Egg robot's, pinch mode. And just having to worry about just making sure you don't get hit by the arms or any of its projectiles or the last hit. Just, that's not going to be a fun trophy to get. I think that was one of the achievements that Zwat never got. I think Zwat had the Xbox version. I've never owned an Xbox 360, so if there's games that I can't really play on my Xbox One, it's because I don't own the hardware I can play it on. Which means I would love to play Jet Set Radio Future. I can't because I don't own an original Xbox or a 360. And if you want to know why, that's because music licensing problems. A lot of the record holders for some of the music in the game, they went defunct, and the license rights holders is just not exactly known enough to basically reliably get those licenses renewed for that game to be re-released. Otherwise, we would have seen that game on the PSN store or something like that. Someday I'll play Jet Set Radio Future, but until I get my hands on an original Xbox, that's not happening anytime soon. But yeah, if you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. Any amounts helps, and you can have your name read if you so wish. If you want to, also ignore that abbreviation. I don't know why so many things are abbreviated to those two words. Anyway, or two letters. Letters. Words is a form of letters. Blech. Anyway, if you want to follow any future series, you can click the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be on your way. But you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought for all that is appreciated. I hope you're taking good care of yourself, and I shall bid you adieu.